What's going on, guys? Icebreaker here. Welcome to the highlights clips from the last Boom Talk. What I wanted to do is, I know a lot of people couldn't make the actual live stream and don't like watching replays of live streams. So what I've done is I've cut out some clips of the stream, put them together into this video with some context cards that come up on the screen to tell you what the next bit's about. But this video is going to mainly focus around the cheating and warships. So if you're interested in knowing what's going on in warships and the underhanded tactics and the downright cheating that's going on, this is the video for you. So sit back, relax, and let's jump into it. Right then, chat. What do we think about
the
warships?
newest?
Can I just say that with regards to the other two leaderboards, I'm just theoretically or hypothetically, I'm just pretending you asked me that same question again without me seeing any of these previous notes. My personal opinion, I would definitely say that Warship's leaderboard, definitely the most plagued with cheats and exploits.
Well, I think because it's the newest element of the game, it's the newest leaderboard. It's the one that the exploiters, the syndicates that run these sorts of things, it's the one that they go after the most because it's the most sought after. It's the most sought after trophy, the most sought after prize, isn't it?
In trading and retreat treaties.
So I'm going to go from the top here. So pretty much with regards to warships here, historically, you know, it's been known as one of the worst leaderboards in the game. Multiple exploits being seen from many players to take advantage of that leaderboard. More recently, though, top 5 leaderboard spots, unfortunately, are for sale. And this is done by win trading and or retreat treaties. There are a few top players, and once again, unfortunately, a lot of this does happen in China. There are a few top players in China who are using similar tactics to push themselves and each other's essentially to artificial rankings. And this is done by matching themselves using, you know, multiple devices, 2 devices, phone, tablet, whatever, and pressing attack at the same time, which then these players will then wait out the attack, and essentially they get an opportunity where they can match themselves and give that preferred account the win. That's one way right there. So now I'm going to kind of go into the retreat treaties a little bit here. So going to the retreat treaty, this is where players will use layouts that are recognizable by each other. So it's essentially whether you are 5 ER, 6 ER, you know, 7 ER, you know, a layout is made. I'm assuming it would be, you know, whatever, and then this layout is, you know, players now know this layout. Yes.
Yeah, the people who are on the treaty, they all generally sort of play the same sort of time of day. They all have something on their layout that they know is to mark each other out. And when they spot it, one will throw the match for the other, or they will both retreat, things like that. But this is one of the things that Nuno has really, really clamped down on. This is one of those things that will get you banned at the end of the season if they can detect that this is what you've been up to. So
this was all before the name changing happened in Warships and a lot of the exploits that were being used, and you know, draws were part of it. And that's where, you know, a lot of players kind of get that assumption where if you have a lot of draws, you're a cheater. No, you're not, especially not nowadays in Warships. It just means you have a lower win percentage. You actually want to avoid the draws because it lowers your win percentage. But it actually originally...
It was calculated differently, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah, and you know, it originally comes from, you know, a shish kebabber video from back in the day where before the warship mechanics changed for matchmaking, draws, I believe, didn't affect your win percentage, so you could do that whole retreat treaty and have it not affect your win percentage. We're now completely different.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to touch on that. So draws are not cheating, guys. I repeat, draws are not cheating.
Go into more detail. There's a group of players, or a couple of well-known players who create content, stream and stuff, who've got quite a large following, who are happily, you know, the viewers, their fans and that are happily throwing the games for them when they know they get matched with them, so that they artificially boost those rankings up.
So when you force close in warships, let's say if you're going in with a heavy chopper rush and you're going in with like just 8 choppers, okay, you know that's it's generally about a 2-minute attack, maybe 2.5-minute attack. If you can beat the layout, then you would drop all your troops, you would flare your first DR, and you would force close. The reason why you would do that is because, of course, since you're force closing the game itself is ending. Now, the battle itself has ended for you, but for the game, it's still actually continuing. So it continues the attack at a much faster pace that I can't even comprehend, which then results in your opponent essentially thinking you're doing some crazy stupid warrior or seeker attack because they just see all their ERs drop almost instantly, and then that puts additional strain, pressure on them to rush to continue their attack to potentially make a mental mistake. And all this was essentially done because a force close made it look like a heavy chopper rush was a seeker hit.
Using your alt accounts.
You're right back, fellas.
Using your alt accounts, if you match somebody who you know is ahead of you on the leaderboard, especially if you're in the top upper echelon of the leaderboard, you match them on one account, and if you beat them, you instantly change to another account and try and match the same person again. And then you obviously know how to beat their base because you've just done it. So do that 2 or 3 times if you can. If you've got that many accounts up there, you can do it 2 or 3 times, just stripping them of more and more stars, reducing their rank while increasing 2 or 3 of your accounts. It's just a way of taking stars from people that with an underhanded tactic, What do you think global #1 on Warships will cost you? On average, if there's more than say 2 or 3 people who want it, it can go up a lot more. But yeah, who's got say €650 right now? Yeah, it's almost $1,000 for the average season #1. Controlling who gets it? Well, that's a pretty good question right there. I've tried looking into who these people are and sort of how it all started and stuff, but obviously people don't want to talk because there's very, very real threats of accounts being hacked and targeted and destroyed.
And that's another area that can easily be discussed as well with regards to what you just mentioned there. Yep.
So there you go, guys. Those are really the main points of what's going on in Warships right now and before. I'm going to make another one of these type of videos. I'm going to record a few more clips out of it to cover like the VP pushing side of things as well. So keep your eyes open for that. If there's something else you think might be going on in Boom Beach that's cheating or whatever, let us know in the comments because I'd love to investigate it for you guys and find out what's going on. But for this video, that's it. Make sure you smash that like and subscribe, guys. I will catch you next time. Peace.